Good morning, fourth graders. Today we are looking at lesson 2 in our math workbook that begins on page 83, properties of squares and rectangles. The first thing I think is pretty simple. They are going to split one of the angles in your rectangle or your square, and they're going to split it into two angles. So if you look, let me pick a color here. If you look right here, this is a 90-degree angle. You know that. Well, they've given you the measure of part of that. They split it and they gave you 35 degrees. So you're trying to find the missing part, and you know that these two have to add up to 90. So one way to do it is, well, the only way that I really know how to do it is to subtract 90, because 90 is your whole. This whole thing, you know, right here, this measures 90 degrees, right? And then you subtract 35 because this part is 35 and what's left is 55. So you know that angle A right here is going to be a 55-degree angle. Okay, so you'll do the same thing on this one, 90 minus 27. This one, 90 minus 45. Okay, these ones, they split it into 3 pieces. You know that they have to add up to 90, so you can either do 90 minus 18, and then whatever you get minus 36, or you can add 18 plus 36, and then subtract your sum from 90. Okay, and angles that add up to 90 degrees are called complementary angles. I don't know if you have ever heard that word before, but you'll hear more about that in 5th grade. So a right angle, you know that these are going to add up to 90, so that's called a complementary angle. On this one, you're trying to find the length of the missing side. So when you look at it here, like if I'm trying to find the measure of angle B, well, I know the whole height here is 12. I know that D is 8, so how do I find B? Well, you would have to do 12 minus 8. What's 12 minus 8? That would be your answer right here. This says the figure's made up of a rectangle and a square. Well, here's your rectangle, and here's your square, right? So we know that this side is 8, this side is 8. Oh, that's a bad 8. Let me make my marker a little skinnier. This side is 8. So you would want to do 15 plus 8, right? This is an 8 to get your total right here. Okay? So you're just kind of looking, it's kind of like a puzzle. To find the missing side, you got to find the whole, find the length of the whole side. Use the information they give you. If they say it's a square, then you know that all the sides are the same. So it's just a little bit of thinking about it and doing the arithmetic. And then here it shows you that if you have a rectangle and you divide it exactly in half, you get 2 right triangles. And if you have a square and you divide it in half, you get 2 right triangles. And then they want you to identify which 2 triangles can you put together to make a rectangle and which 2 triangles can you put together to make a square. So if the 2 sides, if 2 of the sides are the same length on your triangle, then you know it makes a square. If one is short and one is long, then it's going to make a rectangle. All right, that is it for today.